Hey everyone, we're at the intersection of film and video games, also known as the Warner Brothers Studio Lot, to talk about Lego Batman, a much anticipated title from TT Games. And, you know, before I decide to take a little tour and find some famous people, I think we should have a little chat with Jonathan Smith, one of the head programmers on the game. Oh, hold on, wait, I'm coming. Find some famous people, yeah. Bye. I'll find you, Christian Bale. This is Jonathan Smith, head of production at TT Games, and we're here talking about Lego Batman, of course, which I'm very excited about seeing.
Thank you.
And of course, Dark Knight came out, everyone's got Batman fever, but the game is based on all different Batmans.
That's right. Batman's been a great hero for decades now, and across comics and television and cartoons and all kinds of things. And what we've done in Lego Batman is to bring them all together, to distill the essence of Batman and all the bad guys in Gotham City into one game.
So a lot of video games these days are using motion capture and that kind of technology to make their figures seem more lifelike. What kind of technology are you guys using to bring basically Lego blocks seem realistic?
Sure. Our technology is the individual talent and brilliance of our animators. Everything's done by hand. And they bring the characters to life with their quirks and personalities and make them seem as alive as they do, and we are very lucky to have them working with us. For Lego Batman, we've got a host of new features to put into the game to make it a really new experience.
So I heard it's more fighting. It's not as much. There's a lot more fighting in this one?
Batman's the world's greatest detective, and he's one of the world's greatest fighters. So making hand-to-hand combat and facing off with any enemies that you meet in the game, a new experience for Lego games, was really part of what we tried to do right from the start.
What characters from the Batman past should we expect to see?
Oh, everyone you can expect you'll find in Lego Batman. All the way from the heroes, like Batman and Robin, through a whole range of villains. Clayface, Two-Face, the Joker, Penguin, everyone you can expect and imagine. And you'll be able to play all those characters, take control of the good guys and the bad guys.
What's the gameplay like? Is it more fighting or is it more questing?
Sure, well, it's a romp. It's a romp of action, full of fighting and discovery and surprise. So you'll use abilities and character technologies to unlock puzzles, but you'll also have a lot of face-to-face, fist-to-fist action and fighting, plus loads of gadgets and weapons like the Batarang and the special abilities of the villains.
The gadgets are my favorite part, for sure.
Good.
It was so freaking hot outside that Jonathan was nice enough to let us come inside the Batcave to see Lego Batman. So what are you doing here?
I'm cleaning up the streets of Gotham City as Batman and my good friend Robin here, kicking these bad guys to show them the error of their ways, using all my new fighting moves, using my Batarang there to smash things up in the environment.
So is it pretty much just an open world kind of play?
No, not at all. No, the levels are really structured.
Okay.
And based around the story and the narrative and the characters you're going to meet. It's going to take out these guys, showing you some of the new... I can pick guys up here, I can throw them around, or I can pick them up and walk with them.
So can you show me some of the gadgets?
Sure. So if I just go over
We
here.
saw the Batarang.
That's right. We've seen the Batarang. We've seen some fighting. Here's a little bit more fighting. Some cool new moves there. And then what I'm going to do is build a new suit. So here, I'm going to build a new suit for Robin, which is going to give him his magnet boots ability. There it is. So I'll switch to be Robin. And now, as he stomps around, he's got magnetic boots.
So you can walk up walls.
He can actually walk up this metal object here, this ventilation shaft. Beware, bad guy. No, he was too scared. Now Robin's up high, he can lower the ladder, which means that Batman...
So Batman will just continue to play?
Oh, absolutely. When you are only playing as a single character, a single player, the game takes control of the other character.
Why did you decide to go with Batman as opposed to any other franchise that's out there?
Because he's the world's greatest detective, and Gotham City is a wonderful place to play in. We love the colourful villains, we love all the cool action, and we were big fans.
Well, I know you've got a plane to catch back to the UK,
yeah.
so I'll let you keep working on the game because I know your time is very short, but I'm going to head back to the lot and keep looking for my Batman, Christian Bale.
Well, good luck with that.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
with Rob Reinard, who is a game designer at 2XL. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you for coming out.
So with the multitude of racing games out there, how is Baja going to be different?
Well, Baja is really the game that I've been wanting to make since going back to the days that we made ATV Off-Road Fury. We'd made bikes and quad games for the longest time, and I've really wanted to tackle the four-wheel driving market for the long time and get in there and compete with the likes of Gran Turismo and Forza. Well, much like Gran Turismo, we wanted to have the broadest range of vehicles, from little 80 horsepower Volkswagens all the way up through 800 horsepower trophy trucks, and everything in between. We have four-wheel drive Jeeps, we have Class 10 open-wheel buggies, mini trucks, full-size trucks, but again, the king of off-road is the trophy truck. You can't beat 800 horsepower and 40 inches of suspension travel.
Wait, so you can get a Volkswagen Bug driving on this kind of terrain and that's safe?
Absolutely. I mean, that's the heart and soul of the Baja 1000. Anybody who can actually drive 1,000 miles in a vehicle with 6 inches of suspension travel, they have my respect.
So what are the different kinds of racing styles that you can do?
There's 5 different types. We have circuit racing, which is just traditional. If it was a Qore type race, it'd be called short course. And then we have rallies and Baja races, and rallies are like 12 to 15 minute, traditional A to B to C to D multi-stage rally races. But then our Baja races, our simulation of the Baja 1000 is about a 1,000 mile race in real life. We simulate about 300 miles of that, so it's a game where you actually have to drive for 3 to 4 hours without ever seeing the same piece of terrain twice.
Wait, so in the game you're driving for 3 or 4 hours?
You absolutely are.
That's insane. Can you like pause and go take a pee break?
Yeah, and even better yet, online, because like your phone's going to ring or you got to go to the bathroom and make a sandwich. You can hand your vehicle off to an AI online. So
that's so cool.
When up to 10 of you are racing together, other people in the race won't even know that you stepped out to make a sandwich before you come back.
What if the AI screws everything up for you?
Well, we actually designed the AI to not drive very competitively because we didn't want everybody starting a race, handing off the AI, and just coming back later to see who duped it out and won. So
yeah, it's kind of like car camping in a sense. Like you just kind of put the AI on and then take off and go make a sandwich.
Exactly, but in such a long race, it was just a practical experience, to let people be able to hand it off for a minute and go do what they need to do.
Well, can I try?
Absolutely, hop in.
So what am I driving right now?
So you're in one of the trophy trucks, the FabTech truck, and you're driving one of the stages from the Baja 1000. If you were to finish this whole race and not manage to run over any bunnies during the race, it would take you about 3 hours, and you'd drive a little over 300 miles.
So this is really not like driving on flat ground. Like I can just be driving straight and it'll throw me off the edge all of a sudden.
That's completely true. One of the great things about the Baja experience is it's hundreds of miles of having to read unique terrain and deal with it as you see it. If you drive on courses like Laguna Seca, a normal flat track racetrack, you go round and round and the track is perfectly flat and it's just a matter of trying to do the exact same turns perfectly every time. But real desert racing is all about going really fast, reading the terrain, trying not to break your vehicle, and dealing with everything the terrain throws at you.
Jeez, the panorama mode is pretty intense too. How did you set that up?
It's a system link game where basically you're just running on the LAN. It takes 3 PlayStations. We network them together, and then we program the cameras to look 45 degrees left and right. You can dial them in for your TV settings, and once you get it, you get a full 180-degree wraparound view.
So not everyone obviously is going to have 3 PS3s and a panoramic view, but even in normal mode, which I saw earlier, it looks incredible.
Yeah, lots of guys like to do LAN parties and stuff. People tend to bring their consoles over along with their little TVs, so anytime you get a party going at a friend's house, you can just network the 3 together and try it for yourself.
I'm not so bad if I go painfully slow, but that's not typically how you win races, is it?
Yeah, but it's the idea of the game. Start slow and learn to go fast.
When's the game coming out?
So according to plan, we'll be on shelves 2nd week of September.
Excellent. Well, I gotta find my helicopter. Oh no,